Hey everyone, it is High here with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the brand new EZA Int Kid Buu and comparing it to the OG physical EZA Kid Buu. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So let's go ahead and jump into this comparison here. First and foremost, I'm excited to see finally the EZA Kid Buu coming to the game. This is on the JP side, of course. We'll be waiting on the global version of the game. So when I say versus or comparing it to the OG Kid Buu, you know, you would automatically probably think that the new Kid Buu is going to be better, but there's going to be certain circumstances where I would still say the OG physical Kid Buu might be better off, and we're going to be kind of talking about that. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into initial comparison first with the stats. So rainbow stats on both of them. HP goes to the physical side there. Attack definitely goes with the new Int Kid Buu. And then defense is relatively pretty close. You're looking about 700 defense off there. So of course the physical Kid Buu is a support unit, and now this Int Kid Buu is going to be more for that, you know, damage output, and it's a really solid unit. But once again, is it going to fit or upgrade a lot of different teams? Really depends on how you run the team. So let's go ahead and compare the two when it comes to the general stats here. So the leader skill, yeah, by far, because it's a Neo God, a 120 Neo lead. Before it got increased to extreme type key +3 HP and attack and defense 130%. So for you know, battlefield, even extreme super battle road, things of that nature, the 120 Neo Gods are going to be very valuable because of that 130% buff. Really strong. Whereas the physical Kid Buu has this weird leader skill, one of the weirdest ones in the game, where it's all types key +3 HP and defense 50%, but raises attack by 80%. The more HP remaining, the greater the attack boost. Very strange when they did that. I thought they would, you know, make it pretty standard when they did do the EZA for the physical Kid Buu. But anyway, the leader skill far beyond the Int Kid Buu is going to be better on that fashion. So the super attack, you have the Super Vanishing Ball versus the Planet Burst. They both are Extreme Z immense damage, which is the highest S8 multiplier in the game. Now the OG one only lowers defense. The new Kid Buu, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, which is fantastic, and then recovers 12% HP on top of that. So lowers defense really isn't all that beneficial, maybe in Super Battle Road, but generally speaking, the super attack for the new Kid Buu, by far, plus that 12% HP recovery, is really awesome. Like I said, especially for like extreme super battle road, if you're trying to run like a no item run or something of that nature, that 12% HP is amazing there. Now the passive skill is where the biggest differences are. So before we get into that, the link skills and categories, they're both the same. So right, you have Majin, brutal beatdown, more than meets the eye, big bad bosses, infinite regeneration, wall standing tall, fierce battle, and the categories are resurrected warriors, Majin Buu Saga, transformation boost, artificial life forms, and Majin power. So when you look at for the both of them, it's going to be the same, and I really like the categories on of course both of them. So this Kid Buu here really improves, you know, I would say most of these categories here, and the link skills work well, of course, if you're running a Majin Buu team. So the passive skill is the biggest difference between the two. Now the huge upgrade that Int Kid Buu got was pretty amazing here. Single-mindedness. The passive skill is attack plus 100%. Then you get an additional attack and defense 70% increase when HP is 30% or more, and usually you're going to be able to be above 30% HP. They really should have just left it at like maybe super attack or something like that, or just said, hey, you know what, we're going to give you attack and defense, or attack 170% and defense 70%, right? So the 30% is kind of, you know, it's weird when it comes to all this. Then the uniqueness here is it provides a Majin power extreme category, extreme class allies key +1 when HP is 50% or more, and all extreme class key +1 when HP is 70% or more. So that's kind of interesting there. So It's providing that extra ki, which given unless you have the link skills maxed out to link level 10, Kid Buu and just boos in general are really weak when it comes to ki boosts, right? Ki links. So that's the huge difference, a huge upgrade because of the defense and an additional 70% to attack. Very, very strong, especially with the stats at 18,000 when it comes to attack, right? The EZA stats. Now, comparable to the physical Kid Buu, once again, this is a support unit, so it's totally different here. It's all allies ki +2 attack and defense 50% when HP is 80% or above, and then all allies attack and defense 30% when it's 79% or below. So if you're going to go into an event that your HP is going to be below 80%, then physical Kid Buu becomes almost irrelevant, and that's really where the problem lies with this unit. However, if you're running Dokkan events, Kid Buu is still the physical Kid Buu is still probably the one you want to go into it. Just steamrolling using stronger Buu units to do the damage, and this being a support. So the question is really, where does it land? If you just look at this on paper, right, just look at it by just straight details, the new int Kid Buu is seemingly far beyond the physical Kid Buu, right? So, but like I mentioned before, if you're running things that isn't really going to take that much damage off, that additional attack and defense 50% +2 to ki all allies is almost, it's very invaluable, right? So especially if you don't have maybe the support 50% Super Buu, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into kind of the linking scenario with this. When you're looking at both of these units here, the best linking unit is the South Kai absorbed buff Buu here. So the buff Tech Buu has all 6 links, and so you are getting a very, very powerful boost if you use either one of them linking up with this unit here, and it's basically going to be a ki +4 link with attack 120%, and if your HP is less than 50%, it goes up to 150%. It's pretty ridiculous. And once again, this is at link level 10, of course. Defense at 50% on top of that, and then you get an additional 3% recovery. So if you're using the buff Buu with the new int Kid Buu, you're getting 15% HP recovery, which is awesome, because of the super attack for the Kid Buu there, and that +4 to ki is almost invaluable, right? So, and then just ridiculous, ridiculous attack boost for both of those units. Now, kind of on the flip side, when you're saying, well, if I'm going to use the buff Buu as, which the buff Buu is a very, very good Extreme Z Awakened on the JP version of the game, as a main attacker, the Kid Buu, you're going to get an additional 50% to attack and defense for the buff Buu, right? However, for those attack per turn individuals out there, Kid Buu's not physical. EZA Kid Buu isn't going to do any damage, really, right? So, once again, that's a support unit versus a damage dealing unit is really the biggest difference. So, but yeah, the buff Buu gets an extreme boost, and that turn is going to be amazing if you have a int Kid Buu, EZA Kid Buu with the buff Buu. Now, when you look at kind of separate to this, is where does this fall in when it comes to maybe using this for a mono team, right? So if you're running like Extreme Super Battle Road or like Battlefield, and you're wanting to run a mono team, the Extreme Int team here, if you're going to be running int Kid Buu, EZA Kid Buu with Buuhan, and it's a nice boost here, right? Link level 10, ki +2, 80% to attack and 40% defense. Really, really strong, and really EZA Buuhan, could use a 40% defense, linked up there. So this is actually a really, really great opportunity to have a good linking partner for Extreme Int. So as for Extreme Int, this is a strong upgrade for the Extreme Z Awakened Int Kid Buu. So Buuhan really appreciates it. So on the flip side, you're running physical Kid Buu with LR, Buuhan, right? So LR Buuhan is arguably one of the best standalone units in the game. Pretty ridiculous. And if you're linking him up with a Majin Buu Saga or Majin Buu type or physical EZA Kid Buu here, you're just going to get a ridiculous boost, right? You can get the 80% and the 40% from links, and then you're going to get the additional +2 to key, and then 50% to attack and defense, right? So once again, depends on what type of team you're running. If you're running Extreme Int, this is a huge upgrade here. Kid Buu, yeah, it's going to be really buffing up that LR Buhan. So when are you going to be using this versus this unit? I really think majority of the time that what you're going to be running is a Majin Power team, right? So if you're going to be running a Majin Power team, this is a team that you're going to be, generally speaking, going to run if you're going to run EZA Kid Buu. And the problem here is you're going to need to have Kid Buu and Buff Buu in a rotation, leaving, like I said, one of the best standalone units in the game as a floater, which I don't know if you want to do, right? So I guess if you don't have if you don't have the LR Buhan here, I guess you're going to be running Bukalo as the leader or something of that nature. And anyway, and then you run it that way, I guess. But if you have LR Buhan, you're going to be running Buhan, of course, as a link partner, and then you're going to run another rotation. And the Int Kid Buu, EZA Kid Buu, doesn't really link very well with the LR Buhan, right? So I think 3 links is what it links up with. So not overly strong there. So however, if you're running this Majin Power team, you can run this as a double support, and then you're able to then run a double LR Buhan rotation, right? So which I think would be better, because you're running a double support. You're gonna have a better beefed up rotations for those main 2 attack dealers. And I don't know, I would still probably put physical Kid Buu on a Majin Power team over taking a spot for a main rotation for LR Buhan. I don't know. That's that's for you guys to decide, and for you guys, however you guys want to have the gameplay on there. But either way, it's the Kid Buu, the EZA Kid Buu, is an amazing unit, and like I said, comparable to the physical one. I don't think you're missing out on too much if you don't have them and you can't EZA them, because especially if you have a LR Buhan, the OG Kid Buu can still be a top tier unit as a support unit on this team here. So anyway, those are my thoughts between the Int EZA Kid Buu and the physical EZA Kid Buu. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are. You guys excited to use this unit? I am. He should be very fun on JP, and but either way, I'll still be using physical Kid Buu, especially on Dokkan events, or just to buff up those LR Buhan, right? So anyway, so with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.